Enemy occupied government, February 23rd, 2025. We're going to start talking about AI here.
Real quick. It kind of goes with what we were talking about yesterday, as it pertains to yesterday at camp, as it pertains to the beast system and AI and the technocracy that's being established before us. All right, now if you remember, it was Trump's. It was either his second or third day. He was back in office, and he had some billionaires with him, out in front of the media, and they pretty much all pledged, to make sure that $500 billion will be set aside for the infrastructure of AI. All right. And then, with that information, you would have to know that, okay, these men, they're going to be instrumental in, the direction that this government and this administration is moving. Just like we see Elon. Elon's been very hands-on in these first couple of weeks with this administration, and we've been calling the technocracy, as things, because we have to wait and see how things play out to be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. But as things play out, you begin to put it together, and you can see, okay, that's what they're doing. This is why he surrounded himself with all these, these oligarchs, these technocrats. But anyway, this Larry Ellison, he's a billionaire or whatever, and he was with Trump that second or third day. Okay. And let it be known that, hey, we're gonna set aside $500 billion for an AI infrastructure. Right. So it says Larry Ellison wants the U.S. to unify all the national data and then feed it to AI. Right. So clearly we can see how the mark of the beast system is being set up. There has to be a beginning. It's not like you're just going to wake up one day and then the mark of the beast system is here. No, there's gradualism. There's things that lead up to it. There's things that lead up to the culmination of the mark of the beast system being established. And these are all of the things that we're seeing with these different, these technocrats. All right. So it says Oracle co-founder Larry Ellison has long advocated harnessing data for technological advancement, but his latest vision is raising both excitement and concerns. Speaking at a recent event, Ellison advocated for unifying all U.S. national data into a single system that could then be analyzed and leveraged by the artificial intelligence. Which again, when Esau comes out with this mark, right, it's going to have your financial.
There'll be a handful of these models. The question is, how do you take advantage of these incredible AI models? And the first thing a country needs to do is to unify all of their data so it can be consumed and used by the AI model. Everyone talks about the AI model, and they are astonishing. But how do you provide a context? I want to ask questions about my country. What's going on in my country? What's happening to my farmers? I need to give it my climate data. Now, it probably has your climate data already, but I need to know exactly what crops are growing in which farms, and to predict the output. So I have to take satellite images. I have to take those satellite images for my country and feed that into a database that is accessible by the AI model. So I have to tell the AI model as much about my country as I can. You tell part of the story with these satellite models. You give a huge amount of information. You tell it where roads are, where borders are, where your utilities are. So you need to provide a map of your country for the farms and all of the utility infrastructure and your borders. All of that you have to provide. But beyond that, if you want to improve population health, you have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your electronic health records, your genomic data. And in the Middle East, in the UAE, for example, they're incredibly rich in data. They have a lot of population data. The NHS in the UK has an incredible amount of population data. but it's fragmented. It's not easily accessible by these AI models. We have to take all of this data we have in our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform.
Because the intersection of big data, connectivity, and artificial intelligence, and what it does in robotics and genetics and all the other fields, Uli, that you mentioned, everything, that is changing our world in rapid succession. And the future belongs to those who can seize this change. We are positioned right at the cusp of this change, right at the center of this change. We can take it, and we are. It's changing us. It's giving us powers and prowess that we never had before. And cyber is a real domain of power. It's a new kind of warfare, very different from what we've seen before. I'm talking about the capacity, and it's not imaginary, it's not futuristic, and it's not exaggerated. With the click of a button, you can bring down nations to their knees very rapidly, if you so desire.